You're looking live now over South Park, Charlotte, in the neighborhood from our exclusive Hyatt Place camera. Another toasty one out there today, but we're not just dealing with the heat.
Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Tara Lane, tracking the latest on some storms that we are seeing right now across the area. Tara?
Yeah, certainly more numerous showing up here on radar compared to 24 hours ago. Most of us were staying dry, but we've had, yes, lots of scattered downpours and some strong storms moving through the foothills right now, and they're not moving very fast through these areas. So dumping a lot of rain over a relatively short period of time, and that could lead to at least some minor flooding. So if you've seen some of the storm, you've heard the rain outside of your window, you have to head out soon. Just be mindful of that, and you may hit some of that ponding on the area roads. For example, around Lenore and just to the east of there, heavy rain continues to push slowly to the east and southeast. We've had some heavy rain right over the heart of Alexander County and Taylorsville and up toward Boomer there, heading into Wilkes County rather. And then we have this storm that's dropping in south of Hickory, so it's moving away from you all in Hickory, but now continuing to drop in west of Lincolnton there, that western part of Lincoln County. And we zoom on down to the south and east, heavy rain picking back up right around kind of the Ballantyne, Pineville areas. It's dropping down toward Indian Land right now, and near Fort Mill about to see a quick downpour moving through, and then parts of Lancaster County, Chesterfield County, more of the same. Scattered light to moderate and in some cases heavy showers and storms. We have a couple right over Chesterfield and Cheraw right now, and Richmond County, stormy conditions kind of in between Ellerbe and Rockingham, and just to the east of Rockingham. It's been raining for quite some time, and that has led to some flooding. We have that flood advisory that continues for folks in Scotland County as well until about 6:30 later on this evening. Otherwise, yes, it's just hot and humid. The story goes on here. 94 hotter degrees today. We hit 92 yesterday, so just a couple degrees hotter, and the humidity is still up there when you see those dew points sitting in the upper 60s, light to west-southwest wind at only 6 miles an hour. Obviously not much of a cooling breeze. You can see where it's rained, 70s now in Hickory, but we've got a hot 91 in Monroe, and we're right around that 80-degree mark up in the mountains. But once you factor in the humidity, look how hot it feels in the Queen City. It feels like 98 degrees, and that's in the shade. Here's the latest count of our 90-degree temperature days. This is at Charlotte, so we've only had 13 so far, but today marks the 7th day in a row that we've had 90 or above. We didn't hit our first 90-degree day until early last month, first part of June, and the average is about 44, so we still have a ways to go there. The most, we picked up 88, and that was a long time ago, back in the mid-1950s, 1954 to be exact. That was a hot year. All right, so the surface map for tomorrow, I want to point out this next cold front that's going to be approaching. We have one boundary moving through today, hence the extra coverage in the showers and storms, but the next one comes in to wrap up the weekend on Sunday, so that's why we have a slightly higher chance of Sunday storms compared to tomorrow. So a lot of you will stay dry tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures remain hot around the low to mid 90s. And so if you're heading out to the Charlotte FC match against Cincinnati, big one there, 87 degrees at kickoff. A couple of storms or a lingering shower could still be around, but the later we get into the match, the likely drier it will be, lower chance of rain. Temperatures obviously warm and humid. Now let's take a look at that on Futurecast. The storms that are out there now will be gradually fading away after sunset, but then you can see, here we go, the blossoming of those hit or miss showers and storms coming up by 4 or 5 o'clock again tomorrow afternoon. One or two of those could set up over the Queen City for tailgaters, but then they kind of fade away into the night. And then Sunday morning could start with some rain entering the mountains ahead of that front, and then more spotty scattered showers and storms coming up for the afternoon. So basically, yes, the daily chances of storms continue, but behind that front, Monday, just a touch, well, not as hot, 87 degrees. Maybe a touch less humid behind that system as well, and a little bit drier overall, but still can't rule out the smaller chance of a hit or miss shower or thunderstorm each and every day next week.